There was a time when fear became a prison, building walls around my heart and mind. It whispered stories of defeat and failure, trying to convince me hope was hard to find. It followed me into uncertain seasons. It spoke through every storm I faced alone. It painted shadows on tomorrow's landscape and made the unknown feel like stone. But then I heard a voice above the chaos, a voice that carried peace beyond understanding, a voice that called me out upon the waters, a voice that taught my trembling feet to stand. You did not promise me a life without challenges. You did not promise every road would be clear, but you promised that your presence would go with me, and your perfect love would cast out fear. So I lift my eye higher than the wave. I set my heart upon the things of faith. I walk above the fear because you walk with me. I stand upon your promises, not what my eyes can see. I walk above the fear, though the storm may still appear. My confidence is not in me, it's in the Savior standing near. The darkness may surround me, but it cannot rule me here. By the power of your presence, I walk above the fear. Fear says, what if everything goes wrong? Faith says, what if God is faithful again? Fear says, you are not enough. Faith says, His grace is enough. Fear says, you should turn around. Faith says, keep moving forward. Fear says, you are alone. Faith says, He will never leave you. Again and again, the battle is not outside me. It begins within the chambers of the heart. The choice between believing what fear predicts or trusting what you've spoken from the start. And every time I choose to trust your goodness, another chain loses its hold on me. Every act of worship becomes a declaration that your truth is my reality. So I lift my eyes higher than the wave. I set my heart upon the things of faith. I walk above the fear because you walk with me. I stand upon your promises, not what my eyes can see. I walk above the fear, though the storm may still appear. My confidence is not in me, it's in the Savior standing near. The darkness may surround me, but it cannot rule me here. By the power of your presence, I walk above the fear. I will not bow to anxiety, I will not surrender to panic. I will not give my future to the voice of fear. I belong to the Prince of Peace, I belong to the King of Glory, I belong to the Lord of Heaven, I belong to Jesus. Fear may knock at my door, but faith answers. Fear may shout in the distance, but faith listens to you. rises against it, I choose faith. Again and again, I choose faith. Worship section, you Ibiza. Jesus, you walked on the water. Jesus, you calmed the sea. Jesus, you conquered the grave. Jesus, you live in me. The same Spirit who raised from the dead lives within me now. That's within me now. The same power that defeated darkness lives within me now. The same authority that silenced the enemy lives within me now. Not so I can boast, so I can boast in confidence and peace. You have not given me a spirit of fear. You have given me power and a sound mind, and I receive it today. I walk above the fear because you walk with me. I stand upon your promises, not what my eyes can see. I walk above the fear, though the storm may still appear. My confidence is not in me, it's in the Savior standing near. The darkness may surround me, but it cannot rule me here. By the power of your presence, I walk above the fear. There was a time when fear became a prison, building walls around my heart and mind. It whispers stories of defeat and failure, trying to convince me hope was hard to find. It followed me into uncertain seasons. It spoke through every storm I faced alone. It painted shadows on tomorrow's landscape and made the unknown feel like stone. But then I heard a voice above the chaos, a voice that carried peace beyond understanding, a voice that called me out upon the waters, a voice that taught my trembling feet to stand. You did not promise me a life without changes. You did not promise every road would be clear, but you promised that your presence would go with me, and your perfect love would cast out fear. So I lift my eyes higher than the waves. I set my heart upon the things of faith. I walk above the fear because you walk with me. I stand upon your promises, not what my eyes can see. I walk above the fear, though the storm may still appear. My confidence is not in me, it's in the Savior standing near. The darkness may surround me, but it cannot rule me here. By the power of your presence, I walk above the fear. What if everything goes wrong? What if God is faithful again? You are not enough. Faith says His set my heart upon the things of faith. I walk above the fear, because you walk with me. I stand upon your promises, not what my eyes can see. I walk above the fear, though the storm may still appear. My confidence is not in me, it's in the Savior standing near. The darkness may surround me, but it cannot rule me here. By the power of your presence, I walk above the fear. I will not bow to anxiety, I will not surrender to panic. I will not give my future to the voice of fear. I belong to the Prince of Peace, I belong to the King of Glory, I belong to the Lord of Heaven, I belong to Jesus. Fear may knock at my door, but faith answers. Fear may shout in the distance, but faith listens to you. Fear may show me the mountain, but faith shows me the God who moves mountains. Fear may remind me of the battle, but faith reminds me of the victory. The battle may be real, the challenge may be real, the pressure may be real, but my God is more real. Your promises are more real, your presence is more real, your kingdom is more real, your love is more real. And because your truth is greater than every emotion that rises against it, I choose faith. Again and again, I choose faith. Worship section, Jesus, you walked on the water. Jesus, you calmed the sea. Jesus, you conquered the grave. Jesus, you live in me. The same Spirit who raised Christ from the dead lives within me now. The same power that defeated darkness lives within me now. The same authority to silence the enemy lives within me now. And not so I can boast, not so I can claim glory, but so I can walk in confidence and peace. You have not given me a spirit of fear, you have given me power, love, and a sound mind, and I receive it today. I walk above the fear, because you walk with me. I stand upon your promises, not what my eyes can. The chapter closed before I thought it should have. The dream slipped through my hands before its time. I stood among the pieces of what once was, wondering how to leave the past behind. The road ahead seemed hidden by the shadow felt a million miles away. I tried to understand what you were doing, but all I saw were fragments of the pain. There were nights I sat beneath the silence, searching for a reason I could hold, asking why the story took this pathway, asking why the fire felt so cold. Yet somewhere in the middle of the breaking, a whisper found its way into my soul. The author of your story is still writing, and this is not the end that you have known. What looks like a finish may only be a page. What feels like a goodbye may be the start of grace. This is not my ending. This is not where it ends. The God who raised the dead is writing life again. This is not my ending. This is not my final song. The one who holds tomorrow has been carrying me along. Though I cannot see the whole story, though I do not understand, I know the hand that holds the pages, and this is not the end. I've read about the stone before the tomb, the tears that filled the morning with despair. The disciples thought the story had concluded, but resurrection was already there. I've seen you turn a prison into purpose. I've seen you turn betrayal into grace. I've seen you take the worst that hell intended and use it for a miracle display. Joseph thought the pit would be his ending. David thought the wilderness would stay. The woman at the well thought she was forgotten, but mercy met them on the way. Again and again throughout the ages, you have proven that your ways are higher still. You specialize in writing new beginnings, from places where the world believes you failed. What looks like a finish may only be a page. What feels like a goodbye may be the start of grace. This is not my ending. This is not where it ends. The God who raised the dead is writing life again. This is not my ending. This is not my final song. The one who holds tomorrow has been carrying me along. Though I cannot see the whole story, though I do not understand, I know the hand that holds the pages, and this is not the end. The grave was not the ending. The cross was not the ending. The tears were not the ending. The darkness was not the ending. The waiting was not the ending. The heartbreak was not the ending. The disappointment was not the ending. The silence was not the ending. into dry bones. You speak light into darkness. You call beauty from ashes. You call purpose from pain. You turn mourning into dancing. You turn sorrow into praise. You turn weakness into testimony. You turn loss into worship. And because you live, I have hope. Because you reign, I have peace. Because you are faithful, I can wait. Because you are good, I can trust. And not my ending. The chapter closed before I thought it should have. The dream slipped through my hands before its time. I stood among the pieces of what once was, wondering how to leave the past behind. The road ahead seemed hidden by the shadows. The answers felt a million miles away. I tried to understand what you were doing, but all I saw were fragments of the pain. There were nights I sat beneath the silence, searching for a reason I could hold, asking why the story took this pathway, asking why the fire felt so cold. Yes, somewhere in the middle of the breaking, a whisper found its way into my soul. The author of your story is still writing, and this is not the end that you have known. What looks like a finish may only be a page. What feels like a goodbye may be the start of grace. This is not my ending. This is not where it ends. The God who raised the dead is writing life again. This is not my ending. This is not my final song. The one who holds tomorrow has been carrying me along. Though I cannot see the whole story, though I do not understand, I know the hand that holds the pages, and this is not the end. I've read about the stone before the tomb, the tears that filled the morning with despair. The disciples thought the story had concluded, but resurrection was already there. I've seen you turn a prison into purpose. I've seen you turn betrayal into grace. I've seen you take the worst that hell intended and use it for a miracle display. Joseph thought the pit would be his ending. David thought the wilderness would stay. The woman at the well thought she was forgotten, but mercy met them on the way. Again and again throughout the ages, you have proven that your ways are higher still. You specialize in writing new beginnings from places where the world believes you fail. What looks like a finish may only be a page. What feels like a goodbye may be the start of grace. This is not my ending. This is not where it ends. The God who raised the dead is writing life again. This is not my ending. This is not my final song. The one who holds tomorrow has been carrying me along. Though I cannot see the whole story, though I do not understand, I know the hand that holds the pages, and this is not the end. The grave was not the ending. The cross was not the ending. The tears were not the ending. The darkness was not the ending. The waiting was not the ending. The heartbreak was not the ending. The disappointment was not the ending. Because Sunday was coming. Because hope was rising. Because mercy was moving. Because heaven was working. When I cannot see you, you are still working. When I cannot hear you, you are still working. When I cannot trace you, you are still working. When I cannot understand, you are still working. When I cannot understand. The story is not over. The promise is not over. The calling is not over. The purpose is not over. The dream is not over. The hope is not over. Your faithfulness is not over. Your goodness is not over. Worship section, Jesus. You are the God of resurrection. Jesus. You are the God of restoration. Jesus.